Hi there, thanks for tuning in. I want to talk to you for a little bit about losing weight and being older. And I think nowadays being older is when you're over 40 or so. And it's said that it's much harder to lose weight. Well, I don't know. I really don't know about it because to me, everything that has to do with your body is created in the mind. So here we are buying into what we learn from our environment. That's how we're raised. I mean, that's our parents that raise us, our environment that adds new stuff to it, the trainings, whoever we meet, they all contribute to our gathering of information, and it's just up to us. How does that information resonate with us? Does it jazz with us? Does it make sense with us? Can we accept it and live with it, or do we go like, nah, not really? So there are a number of things in life, in society, that are totally the normal mainstream. I don't know what even to call it. I mean, when you're getting gray hair, gray hair. When you get older, you get gray hair. That's normal. We get gray hair because we have heard so many times over and over and over again that it's normal to get gray hair when you get older. Now, where does that come from? I have no idea. Probably because somehow the body gets older, decrepit, functions less perfect. So certain signs will show up. Sagging skin, gray hair, you name it. Hair loss for a lot of men, women also. These are the things that we accept as being part of a human being. And you know what? I go like, yeah, I've been programmed that way. Don't worry, I have been programmed that way massively, of course. Also, do I agree with it? No, I don't. But, and I'm doing everything to stop it, to reverse it, because I am a firm believer that of the fact that you can create your own life in any way possible, and it has to do with programming. First of all, when you do the program, you have to discover what is the original programming. I mean, okay, what kind of issues do you have that you would like to counter? So you have to come clear with that first. I mean, what are the major hurdles that you really don't like in your life and that you want to change? Because yes, we have heard that I have a bit of a hard time explaining it, and bear with me. We have been hearing so much of how the human race goes down the hill when we're getting older that we accept it as normal. And I think 40 is about the age that after 40, after 50 for sure, that we go down the hill so fast that we don't know any better. So you have to look at the signs that you have being after 40, being after 50, that you go like, okay, I have that, but I am not so sure if I really, really, really agree with that. Write it down. I'm a huge proponent of writing it down. Either you write it by hand or you type it out, and then you flip it around. Flip it to the positive that you would love to have in your life. Just flip it around, and then when you have a number of issues, talk a little bit more about it. Say it in a couple of different ways. Say it, chew it over, mill it over, mill it over so that it makes the most sense to you. Maybe do a little bit of Google search on the subject and find some articles or some blogs or a video about the same subjects. Maybe you hear something that you go like, oh, yeah, that's what I would love to hear. Write it down, type it out, and those kind of things. And then start daisy chaining them a little bit together so they have a little bit of a coherence to it. And then record it on your cell phone and listen to it, because and it's not easy because your surroundings will tell you and show you differently. I honestly believe that through a really good creation, a good programming, we can live without diseases, live without bodily discrepancies. But yes, it takes a lot of doing, because you're undoing what you have been unconsciously programmed with for such a long time. Is it easy? No. Can you do it? Yes, absolutely. So you have to observe yourself. You have to take score of what are the issues that you would like to change in your life. And I'm just looking here on my piece of paper. You know, losing weight after 40 is just one of those programs that you get hammered on. Oh, it's so much easier when you're over 40 and you've had children to lose the weight again, blah, blah. Says who? Says who? Says the other group of people who have that challenge. That doesn't mean that you have the challenge. You are unique. You're different. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You don't have to program yourself in the same way that everybody else allows themselves to be programmed themselves by repeating it over and over and over again, because that's programming, you know. It's just mental programming. Very simple. You can easily lose weight after 40, 50, 60. Don't believe everything you hear, everything you see. You don't have to. You are a unique creator. You can create anything you want in your life. So create what you would love to have in your life. That's what it's all about. You're here to live out your own fantasies, your own creations, but you have to program yourself with it. Very simple. I just visited with a friend of mine who has recently moved, and she showed me her journal from 2011. So we're 10 years down the line, and she had been writing down, you know, before that already, that she wanted to have a home with her husband, and they wanted to have a certain view, blah, 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 blah. Right now, in the home where she lives, she's got exactly that view and that house that she wants. She wrote about that almost daily. She programmed her mind that that's what she wanted, and everything else was gradually falling into place to set her on the path that was leading her towards that home. It's no different within our body. As long as you do it every single day and you believe it, you desire it and you believe it, that's expectancy. You expect it. It's going to take place. You expect it. You see what is taking place? Reality now is old news, because that is the result of what you have been thinking beforehand. And yes, here's the reality. That's the result from what you have been thinking before. So you want another scenario? You want another outcome, another result? Start thinking differently. Who says you cannot lose weight so easily after 40? Program yourself differently. Program yourself differently. Read it or listen to it every single day. It's programming. That's what it's all about. And it's you know what? We are not educated that way. Society has a hard time with it. It's different. And I'm probably different. That's okay. But remember that you are unique and you can do anything anything you set your mind to. And if you want to have a different outcome, a different result, go back, chop it in pieces. What are your thinking patterns that you require to have that result? It's very simple. It's so simple that the masses, the most part of the population, doesn't believe how simple it is. And it is simple. Am I doing it every day? Yeah, I'm thinking about a couple of goals that I have. Not too many. I have 3 goals right now, and I'm thinking about that, and I'm passionate about it, and I'm thinking about it every single day with that yummy feeling in my body as if I already have it, because that's the most important part. It's not just thinking about it. You got to feel so happy about it that, it's coming. You're expecting it. You're desiring it. You're believing it that you're going to have it. That's the feeling that you got to develop within yourself. That yes feeling. And you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. We're no different. We're both humans. That's it for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Remember the disclaimer. This is everything I've learned from my mentors. I put it in the Vitamix. Put a different kind of sauce over it. My own kind of sauce. That's what I'm dishing up. I'm serving up for you. If you like it, great. Press the like button. I would so appreciate that. Or press the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. Pass it on to somebody who you think you could benefit from my information. And if you don't like it, that's perfectly okay as well. Thanks for tuning in anyway. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks. Till next time.